There are so many options for equipment for Zoom depositions. Let me just share with you one option, the equipment that I have today here for this Zoom deposition. I have two computers. I have a Zoom computer, I have gallery on one screen, and I have the witness pinned on the other. On my second computer, this is my cat computer. I also log it into Zoom as a backup in case there are any issues on my Zoom computer. And I have this external screen set up so that I can see any exhibits that are shared very large for me. So I have 3 Zoom monitors and 1 cat computer. To ensure that I have great audio with no interference, I run a cable directly from the Zoom computer to the sound card in my cat computer. I then run a splitter to a speaker that plays the Zoom audio out loud for my backup microphone on my steno machine. There are many vendors that sell Zoom kits with all of these components. In addition to my Zoom kit, I also have a high quality podcast microphone that magnifies my voice so that I can be heard well on Zoom. And the bonus element is this fabulous USB foot pedal that allows me to mute and unmute on Zoom with my foot. So let's get this Zoom booted up and start our remote deposition. Hello, Mr. Rose.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I am the adjuster, and I won't be speaking today. I'm just going to be observing, so I think I'll turn off my camera and observe from afar.
All right, great. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Rabbit.
Good morning.
I understand you are the witness today.
That's what they tell me.
All right. I really appreciate you getting on early to make sure all of the tech works for us today. Why don't you tell me about the color of paint on your walls so I can make sure I hear you clearly?
Well, some people would call it an ecru, and some people might call it an off-white, and other people might call it tan, and some people might call it beige. And so, is that enough?
That's a pretty impressive knowledge of the variations of white. You sound great. Your camera seems to be working well. I'm the court reporter today, and it is my responsibility to take the testimony. So I would like to know if you could tell me what city and state you are presently located in.
I'm in Spring, Texas.
So that would be Central Time Zone?
Last time I checked.
Excellent. Thank you for that information. The notice that I was given indicated that you might be in that time zone, so I am set up to proceed accordingly. So we're still a few minutes out from our start time, and we're waiting for a few folks. If you would like to turn off your camera and microphone while we wait, you can go grab a drink or relax. Do you need me to show you how to do that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. If you take your cursor down to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a little microphone and a little camera. If you click on each of those, it will turn off your microphone and your camera. Good morning, Ms. Lloyd.
Good morning.
I am the court reporter today for this deposition. I believe I have your information with Lloyd, & Lloyd.
That's correct. It should be on the notice.
I've got it. Thank you. Do I understand that you are taking the deposition this morning?
Yes, I'll be taking, and I think my adjuster is already here, so I think we are set to go on our end.
Your adjuster has checked in and he's turned off his mic and camera, so excellent. Thank you very much.
I'm going to do the same. I'll turn mine off too until we get ready to start.
Excellent. See you when we get ready to go. Good morning, Mr. Valiant.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I cannot hear you at all. Let me ask, could you please go down to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen and click on that little caret to the right of the audio, and then click on audio settings. And can you tell me if by the microphone is that bar all the way over to the side.
Oh, you're
Yep.
right. How does that sound now?
It's much better. Perfect. Thank you so very much. So
Thank-
I do not have any appearance information for you. Could you tell me what your role is today and maybe put your information in the chat for me for the appearance page?
Absolutely. I'm representing the plaintiff, and I was prepared for this, so I just pasted my firm, my name, phone number, all of that wonderful stuff in the chat for you.
Beautiful. I will make sure that I get that. Well, I believe everyone is here. Everyone's checked in and turned off their cameras. So let me get everybody to turn on their cameras and we'll see if we are ready to begin. Is there anyone else that we're waiting for, counsel?
We have everyone in our camp and we're ready to go.
Nobody more for us.
Before we begin, does anyone need a breakout room?
Yes, can you make one for me and my adjuster, Oliver Rose?
And let's have
And
one
Chris.
for the, I apologize, and let's have one for the witness as well.
All right, let me get those set up for you. I want to assign manually, create. All right, I'm going to assign. So room 1 is going to be Chris Lloyd and Oliver Rose. And room 2 is going to be Val Valiant and Roger Rabbit. All right, those are set up. I will open them and then they will be ready for you when you need those.
Great, thank you.
Great, thank you.
All right then, Mr. Rabbit, a few administrative things before we go on the record. My name is Debbie Dibble. As I indicated before, I am the court reporter, and it is my privilege today to write down everything that is said during your deposition. Therefore, it is very important that I hear everything that is said during your deposition. A few things that you can do to help facilitate that for me would be, number 1, because we are on a remote platform, it makes it not only difficult to write more than one person speaking at a time, it makes it impossible. I will only hear whomever speaks first and potentially the loudest. Due to this physical constraint of our environment, I would ask you to do your very best to ensure that whomever is asking you a question at any given time is done with their question as best you can tell, and then just take a breath, a short pause, and then go ahead and answer, just in case they really aren't finished and have a few more words, or there's something that needs to be put on the record before you answer. If for any reason someone begins to speak once you have started to answer, will you please just stop, let them get everything they need on the record, and then begin your answer again. Number 2, if the audio glitches or distorts something, or for any reason I ask you to repeat something you have said, I just need you to repeat exactly what you said. I'm not asking you to explain it to me or define it or help me understand. I just need to hear the precise words you just said so that I can make sure your testimony is accurate today. With that, when we need to take breaks, I will make sure that everyone has returned and is settled in, and then we'll globally ask if everyone is ready to go back on the record. If anyone needs an extra minute to prepare, please just speak up. If I don't hear an objection, I will let you know that we are back on the record and you can proceed. With that, are we ready to go on the record?
Yes, let's get started.
We are ready.
All right. Do all parties to this deposition agree to the witness being sworn in remotely?
We agree.
I agree.
All right, I will state for the record that my CSR number is 789. And Mr. Rabbit, if you would please raise your right hand, I will get you sworn in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give before this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Counsel, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Rabbit.
Good morning.
My name is Chris Lloyd. As I stated earlier, I represent the defendant, Rainy Day Insurance Company, in this lawsuit. Do you understand that you filed a lawsuit against Rainy Day?
Yes, I do.
And you understand that you've been asked to give a deposition today in that lawsuit?
Yes.
Hey, Barbara, can you please get me a fuzzy venti caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino with extra caramel drizzle, whipped cream, and
Mr.
extra
Rose,
cinnamon
Mr. Rose,
dollars,
Mr.
extra
Rose, Mr. Rose, could you
Oh.
please mute yourself?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, Mr. Rabbit. I will try my best to speak up, so this is not an issue. If at any point you can't hear me, please let me know. Do you understand that your testimony here today is sworn, subject to the penalty of perjury, just as if we were in court?
Yes.
Have you ever given a deposition before?
No, I haven't.
As our court reporter mentioned before going on the record, she's writing everything down, so it's important for us to try not to talk over each other. I will extend the courtesy to you to try to finish your answer before I start my next question, if you agree to try to let me finish my question before you start your answer. Does that sound like an agreement we can make?
That's fine.
Can you tell me what you did to prepare for a deposition today?
I spoke with my lawyer.
Would that be Mr. Valiant?
Yes.
How long did you meet with your attorney?
About an hour.
Did you review any documents in preparation for your deposition?
Yeah, I did.
And what documents would those have been?
I object and instruct the witness not to answer.
On what grounds?
Attorney-client privilege.
Any documents that were reviewed were to refresh his recollection and our discoverable counsel.
I stand on my objection on privilege and instruct the witness not to answer.
Mr. Rabbit, are you going to follow your counsel's instruction?
Of course I am.
I'm going to ask the reporter to certify that question, and we can take this up with the judge at a later time. You filed 2 claims related to hail damage to your property. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
Throughout this deposition, I'm probably going to use the terms such as the home or the property. Can we agree that that's going to be your property at 23123 Hampton Forest Lane in Spring, Texas?
Sure.
Do you still own that house?
I do.
And do you live there today?
Yes.
Okay. Who lives in the house with you?
Me and my wife.
And just for clarification, is your wife still Mrs. Jessica Rabbit, correct?
Well, actually, we're...
I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit, I didn't hear your answer. Could you please repeat that?
I said we're actually divorced.
Okay. When was that?
But we're still living together because we can't afford to live separately.
Okay. So when did you get divorced?
About 5 years ago.
And just for clarification, only you and Jessica Rabbit live in the house, correct?
Yeah.
Prior to February of 2020, had you had any roof leaks?
No.
Did you have any roof leaks in February of 2020 as a result of that hailstorm?
I don't remember.
Let me show you a photograph and see if you can identify it. And I'm going to ask the reporter to please mark this as exhibit number 1. And I'm going to drop that in the chat for everyone, and then I'm going to share my screen. Madam Court Reporter, can you give me permission to share my screen?
There you go, counsel.
Thank you. I am now sharing my screen. Mr. Rabbit, can you see this?
Yes, I can see it.
Can you identify this photograph? And let me just scroll down to make sure you can see everything.
Yeah, I think that's my house.
And is this the condition of your roof at this time?
It is.
I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Did you take any photographs of the condition of your roof at that time?
Yeah, I did.
Do you still have those photographs?
I think they're on my iPhone, yeah.
Okay. I would request that you provide those to your attorney.
Yeah, I can do that.
Counsel, I would ask that you provide those photographs to us as soon as possible. Okay, let me show you an exhibit that we marked as Exhibit 12 during a previous deposition. It's an invoice for a hotel stay. One moment. Okay, I am now sharing my screen. You should be able to see previously marked exhibit number 12. Have you ever seen this before?
Can you scroll up to the top? This doesn't look familiar. No.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Have you found any roof leaks?
Yeah, I've had to have some of the sheetrock replaced in my house.
When did that start?
And I don't know. It started after the storm.
Would you say that's been in the last few months that you've had to have sheetrock replaced?
No, it's been longer than that.
Has it been over a year?
I can't tell you.
Have you tried to locate where the leaks come from?
It's in the attic. I can't get up there. I'm 81 years old, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, I can I can go up the thing, climb the ladder to the attic, and I can look around, but I'm not going to go stumbling around the attic.
Right. So you have not identified where the leaks came from.
No, that's what the inspectors did.
All right. That's all the questions I have.
I have a few questions. Okay, did those appraisers you just mentioned tell you how many leaks there were?
No, we just saw them on the sheetrock where the water spots were.
Did you track the origin of those leaks, though?
No, I didn't.
So you don't know if it was 1 leak, 2 leaks, 3 leaks. You didn't know how many leaks there were,
I don't know.
and you don't know where they originated from.
No, I do not.
All right, sir. Thank you for your time, Mr. Rabbit. That's all the questions I have.
Just a few more follow-up from me. You also claim that Rainy Day acted in bad faith in adjusting the claim.
I do.
One of your claims is that Rainy Day conducted an outcome-oriented or unreasonable investigation. What evidence do you have of that?
Objection to form.
What was that?
I'll repeat it. What evidence do you have that Rainy Day conducted an outcome-oriented or unreasonable investigation?
Objection. Form.
I don't know what that is.
Do you have any evidence that you know of?
Objection. Form.
No, I don't know.
Can we take about a 5-minute break?
Okay.
Mr. Valiant, do you agree to go off the record?
Yes, let's go off the record.
We are off the record.
Is there a breakout room we can meet with?
Yeah, we have a breakout room. Could the reporter open those breakout rooms for us?
Yep, let me open those up for you. There you go.
All right, I see them. All right, I see those are open. So if you want to click on that, Mr. Rose, I will meet you in there.
Thank you. Sounds good. I'll go get my Frappuccino and meet you there.
All right, it looks like most of us have returned. Mr. Valiant, are you there? Is your camera off?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Wonderful. Are you ready to proceed? Hearing no objection, we are back on the record.
Mr. Rabbit, I don't have any more questions for you. Again, thank you for your time today.
And we'll reserve the rest of our questions for trial.
We are off the record.
Thank you, everyone.
All right,
Counsel,
thanks everyone.
Can I leave?
Sorry, I was on mute. Counsel, can I ask if anyone needs a rough draft of today's deposition?
I'll take a rough.
Great.
We are not
Mr.
going to need a rough draft, but can we get that in 5 days?
Sure can. Mr. Valiant, do you need your transcript expedited as well?
Yes, if you would please, in PDF format would be great.
Thank you, everyone. And you can click on the leave the meeting if you're ready to go. All right, before I end the Zoom, I am going to go to the chat and download the exhibits because once I end the Zoom, they will be gone. We are now going to do a bonus short to portray procedures if there is a videographer on the remote deposition. Our legendary life lessons will be at the conclusion of that video.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Videographer. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Super, thank you. I see in your square it says the videographer. Could I get your name for the appearances?
Yes, my name is Johnny Wright, spelled Wright.
Thank you for that. Let me go ahead and make you co-host so you have all the tools that you need today. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be here, okay?
Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh, good morning, Ms. Lloyd.
Sorry, I was muted. Good morning. How's my audio coming through for you?
Your audio sounds great and you look great. Mr. Videographer, do you agree?
Absolutely.
Great, thanks for
All right.
confirming. And I'm just going to mute until we get ready to start.
Great, thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Rabbit.
Good morning.
I understand you are our witness today.
I am.
Great. Let me introduce myself. My name is Debbie Dibble, and I am the court reporter. It will be my responsibility today to preserve your testimony. May I ask you what city and state you are located in?
I'm in Spring, Texas.
Great. I am seriously time zone challenged. Can you verify for me that is Central Time Zone?
Last time I checked.
Great. All right, I am all set up in Central Time Zone, so we're ready to go there. Mr. Videographer, do you want to sync our time?
Yes, that's a great idea. I have 10:05 a.m. Central Time.
That is exactly what I have, so we should be set.
Very good.
Good morning, Mr. Valiant.
Good morning. It looks like I'm the last one to arrive.
I think you might be right. Counsel, are we waiting for anyone else this morning?
Not from our shop.
Ms. Lloyd, are we expecting anyone else for you?
Sorry, I was taking some notes, getting ready for the deposition. Everything's good. It's just me today.
Great. Mr. Videographer, is there anything that you need before we get going on the record?
Actually, just one minor detail. Mr. Rabbit, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to reposition you so that you can be a little bit more centered to the screen. If you could move kind of to your right and center yourself with the screen that I'm seeing.
This way or that way?
Just to your right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
There you go. Thank you. A little bit more. That's perfect right there. Excellent. And I don't know if you can move a little bit closer to the screen, but if you can, that would be helpful as well.
I think as close as I can get.
You look great. Thank you. Everything looks good on my end. Thank you.
All right, then let's get started. When we take breaks, I will make sure that everyone has returned and is settled in, and then we'll globally ask if everyone is ready to go back on the record. We can do that now. Is everyone ready to go on the record?
Yes.
Hearing no objection, Mr. Wright, will you please get us on the record and let us know when we can proceed?
One moment, please. We are on the record. The following is a videotaped deposition of Mr. Roger Rabbit. My name is Johnny Wright. I'm the legal videographer. The court reporter today is Debbie Dibble. This deposition is being taken on November 10, 2025, in the matter of Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit versus Rainy Day Insurance Company in the United States District Court, Central District of Texas, case number 1:24CV00789. Present today is the witness, Roger Rabbit. Will counsel please state their name and whom they represent?
Valdi Valiant, appearing for the plaintiffs, Roger and Jessica Rabbit.
And this is Chris Lloyd on behalf of defendant, Rainy Day Insurance Company.
The time is 10:13 p.m. Central Time, a.m. Central Time, and the court reporter will now swear in the witness.
All right, Mr. Rabbit, if you would raise your right hand, please, I'll get you sworn in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give before this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Counsel, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Rabbit.
Good morning.
My name is Chris Lloyd. As I stated earlier, I represent the defendant, Rainy Day Insurance Company, in this lawsuit. Do you understand that you filed a lawsuit against Rainy Day?
Yes.
And you also claim that Rainy Day acted in bad faith in adjusting the claim?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
I think that's all the questions I have. Can we take a 5-minute break?
Okay.
And that's fine for me as well.
The time is 10:57. We are going off the record.
It looks like we have all returned. Are we ready to go back on the record? Hearing no objection, Mr. Wright, will you please let us know when we are ready to proceed?
The time is 11:07 a.m. We are back on the record.
Mr. Rabbit, I don't have any more questions for you. I thank you again for your time today.
And we'll reserve the rest of our questions for trial.
This concludes the deposition of Roger Rabbit. The time is 11:09 a.m. We are going off the record.
So what did we learn in this module? That Career Launcher is an amazing curriculum filled with valuable information, and you really need to register and take the entire program. Shameless plug aside, fair warning, there are a lot of life lessons to learn. We packed a ton into this module, so stick it out and get every ounce of information you can. First, it must be noted that we used Zoom for this module. We have therefore used their controls and procedures for this video. There are several other remote meeting platforms. If an alternative platform is being used, you will want to educate yourself on their system to be able to perform similar tasks. It is important that the court reporter be the host or co-host of the Zoom deposition as the officer of the court. If there is a videographer present, they should be host or co-host, so there is a backup should one or the other of you inadvertently become disconnected. Either the host or co-host can pin the witness, create breakout rooms, admit attendees from the waiting room, mute participants, etc. Assigning host-co-host roles can be accomplished in the Participant tab in Zoom. The reporter asked the witness to repeat a word that was not heard. This can be noted in the transcript by placing the word spoken by the reporter into the transcript or with a parenthetical such as clarification requested by the court reporter. Oftentimes, counsel will request breakout rooms. This is an easy way for counsel to meet together to have private conversations. It is simple and easy to do. Practice setting them up. Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 30b-4 establishes that a deposition is taken at the location of the witness. Timestamps and all references to time need to be in that time zone. As with any rule, in state-filed cases, be sure to check your local jurisdictional requirements. Keep an eye on the waiting room so you can admit people in as quickly as possible. If a participant arrives that you were not expecting or you question their involvement in the case, at the first appropriate moment, interrupt the proceedings and inform the attorneys that this individual is in the waiting room. Ask for clearance to admit them to the deposition. It is recommended that whenever possible, the court reporter keep their video on as a reminder that there is an officer of the court present that is ensuring the protection of the record. This can help participants be mindful of the record as they proceed. You will note I announced my license number at the beginning of the deposition. Some state rules require this. Many also require prominent notation of licensure on the cover page and/or certificate page. Make sure you investigate these laws or practices. There are several reasons for the reporter to take the lead on verifying everyone is back after a break. As the officer of the court, it is important that the stenographer ensure all participants are present and ready to proceed. This also reminds the parties that they need to wait for the videographer to indicate they are recording before beginning their questioning. We included additional examination on this module to demonstrate how to handle more than one attorney asking questions during a proceeding. Some reporters use direct examination, then cross-examination, then redirect, recross, rebuttal, surrebuttal, etc. Others simply indicate examination and further examination for all questioners. Rules regarding the remote swearing of the witnesses vary by jurisdiction and may or may not require a stipulation. Ask for advice from colleagues on how they handle this or seek guidance from the court reporting agency for whom you are working. There can also be different rules for swearing in remotely. If you are required to ask for ID, have the witness hold it up to the camera for verification. Exhibits are a job all their own. Sometimes potential exhibits are submitted prior to the deposition in a repository you can access for brief deposition preparation. If you are provided a folder of potential exhibits, the only exhibits that should be marked and attached are the ones identified on the record as exhibits. Many times exhibits are placed in the chat for all participants to download. You need to know how to save documents from the chat to a folder on your computer for later marking and attaching. Make sure you have downloaded all exhibits from the chat before ending the Zoom meeting. Another variation is attorneys indicate they will provide the exhibits to the reporter later. Make sure you have contact information for the attorney and follow up immediately and often to get those exhibits as soon as possible following the conclusion of the deposition. Regardless of how they introduce the exhibits, you do not need to stop the proceedings to mark them at that time. You should include a parenthetical indicating it was marked and electronically mark the exhibits after the deposition. If an exhibit was referenced during the deposition that was marked during a prior deposition, you can index them with the other exhibits that were marked during this deposition or include a previously marked exhibits section in the index. Counsel instructed the witness not to answer a question during the deposition, and the reporter was asked to certify the question. This is the lawyer making their record. There is nothing you are required to do with a certified or marked question. A best practice is to add certified, marked, or questions the witness was instructed not to answer to your index. Similarly, you should index any requests for production, like the request for supplemental photographs in this module. It is also helpful to exchange phone numbers and/or email with the videographer before the proceeding, so if either of you get disconnected, the other can immediately stop the proceedings. Hopefully you noticed that the videographer and the reporter synced their time clocks. This is a fairly easy process, but if you aren't familiar with how to access your clock and change it, that's something you should investigate. But be mindful, if you have already opened a real-time file, you need to exit the file before you change your computer clock time and then start a new real-time file to prevent potential audio synchronization issues. Again, this is something you will need to make sure you understand and are proficient at. Best wishes on successful completion of this module.